Bianca Shaw. She is, like I said, a hip hop MC, a rapper, a singer, a drummer, and a songwriter. But more importantly, she's a Chicago girl. Hey,
Hey.
yes. And so, with roots in the West Lawndale neighborhood, we're going to listen. I just got to know, you grew up in Chicago. Tell me about, that time in your life and how that formed you as an artist.
Yeah, for sure. Growing up, it wasn't an ideal lifestyle, but me and my family always we kept a close bond together. So that's really what kept us going while we were staying there. It really molded me into the person that I've become now, I believe. I'm just more humbled, and I feel just grateful for everything, that's happened now.
Well, we're so excited to have you here. A big welcome to you, but we want to start off showing some of the listeners what you can do, what you're about, and a little bit of your artistry. So we're going to cut to a little bit of video of you performing.
Gotcha. Okay.
Ain't even gonna act like I don't really love you. The truth is I won't try to fight it, say you over it, but said you blowing up my phone. Now everything went so wrong. I don't know why you gone. Poison like velvet devil took over my body slow. Wanna get married, have your baby, maybe crazy, maybe crazy. I guess with pretty girls it comes with the territory. Sometimes I wish I come home with you waiting for me.
Yeah.
That's,
Vibing.
tell us a little bit about that song and that video.
Yeah, so bipolar, I wrote that a couple of years ago. I was going through as Adele calls it, a rubbish relationship. So I wanted to, I wanted to just kind of portray what I was feeling. I felt like I was in a battle with myself, and that's really what bipolar was about. So not really about the disorder, but just about, I feel like we all have that time in our lives where we don't really know which way to go. We kind of pulled in all different directions, and we have to find that piece to get us back on our square. And for me, that piece was just releasing it through music and, getting in tune more so with God and reading more. And I don't know, exercising. I need to do that now. But that's basically where that song went to, or where it came from.
That's great. The video looked amazing. Maybe Dr. Marcus has a question for you, I'm sure.
Thank you for the opportunity to talk to Bianca. That was quite the piece of music there. I'm going to ask the producers to put up the link so people can get to it, get the whole thing, and maybe even download a track or two if we can make some love like that happen. So who are your inspirations? What pulls you through? How have you been making it through this twin pandemic? Come on, sis, talk to me.
Yeah, I've been first off, what kind of motivates me and who my influences are, I'll start there. My mom, I've been doing music since I can remember, and my mom was like the choir director at church, so she kind of forced us all to also sing and do like things musical. So me and my sisters, we used to dance to like Spice Girls and Cheetah Girls, and we just, I don't know, it was kind of just always, we were just kind of brought up that way. Musical influences always has been, my mom, Missy Elliott, all the greats. I like Switch, They'll Never Be. I like
Never be,
that's my song.
Yeah, come on now. I got you.
Yeah, my dad used to all the oldies. Yeah, so I mean, it's a lot of musical influences that I have. Kanye, Eminem, can't forget about him. That's why I switch up to the rap. So I really, that's pretty much it for my influences. I'm just influenced by my surroundings and just good music. I like good music. That's
beautiful.
it.
How you making it through?
Well, same. I just read. Like, I've never been the type to be bored. I don't know. I'll find me something to do. Like, I'll be gone or just figure out something to get better at. So I'll play my drums. I try to get better at that, and I got twins, so they keep me busy. I've been a homeschool mom.
Yeah, wow, beautiful, beautiful. I'm gonna let Dr. Slick, Nicole Brooks, get in on this. What's up, Nicole?
Yo, shout out to all the parents out there doing their thing. I mean, like,
I
my
know.
goodness, we're sending you extra love, energy there. So, earlier on, heard a little blurb that you're from the west side, best side. Am I right? Did you say Lawndale? Did I hear that? Yes, I did. Yes.
North Lawndale area.
Hey, I'm from North Lawndale too, so shout out to you. I'm raised on the south side, but I'm always gonna lift up the west side.
Well,
So,
that's what's up. I'm hoping.
right? So I'd like you to, speaking of influences and just kind of taking it back to where you're from, could you share with us some of the influences environmentally that you have experienced on the west side that may have filtered into your music, especially for those of us that are viewing from, you know, out of state or, you know, overseas, because we popping all over the globe. And so we want everybody to know about the West Side. So would you expound and give it to the good people?
Yeah, for sure. Well, when I was growing up out west, some of the things that just kept me going, you know, like I said, my family, it was a really actually close-knit community on my block. We had like
what's
some of the
your
older
block
people.
where you grow up at?
It's 15th and Central Park. That's where I grew up at.
What?
So
yes, 15th and Holman.
Yeah.
Okay, keep going.
That's what's up. So I used to have to walk to school. Like the Dvorak was right there, so me and my sisters always walked there. We came home, but I mean, I've seen things. I have this song called Praise, and I kind of talk about, you know, my environment. And you know, I've seen some things, unfortunately, but we always kept close knit. Like I said, I just feel like God and family. You just have to have that structure, and I feel like we've been okay because of that. Like there's been, of course, with what's going on right now, this is nothing new to us. It's nothing new to, you know, all the Black people over like the city of Chicago with the police brutality. I've witnessed that firsthand several times that I wish I didn't have to see, you know. So, you know, that shapes my music and what I want to talk about, which is why I'm so adamant about the community and like some of the billboards that's up out west. Why do they always gotta say like divorce or like McDonald's? I feel like everything starts subconsciously, and I want to be a part of the change, you know, with that, and just healthy eating. We ain't got no grocery store. We got Leamington's, and that grocery store is not what's up.
Yeah.
We want to eat healthy too, you know. So that's just, I want to advocate for change in that area.
I'm glad to hear you speak on that. I don't know if a lot of people realize that the West Side was forever changed since April 5th, 1968. You know, like those vacant lots are still there from 68. The same very few restaurants and businesses, there aren't very many, and it's all still there. So it is, I'm locking arms with you to lift that up because no one should really have to endure that sort of mess. But you know, it's really wonderful to see that you're putting it into your music.
And actually doing something about it. I've been out there, you know, just helping with anybody like passing out food and whatnot. Like I tell people all the time, like who didn't grow up out west, like y'all have grass, okay? That's the amenity. Like we didn't even have no grass. So I'm excited to help. I want to try to do something about that as well. Like, you know,
more green space. It's important. But the West Side also has some of the most beautiful parks. Yo, while we're you know.
Yeah, Golden Dome. Yeah, helping out.
Go
That's
see the Golden Dome. It's so beautiful. It's so wonderful. Shout out to the West Side.
Yeah. Come on, Darlene.
I wanna ask you, because yes, you're you know, from Chicago, you're Black, you're a woman, and you are in hip hop, you are an MC, you are a singer-songwriter, and you also play the drums, which that's something that a lot of women don't do. How did you get to that, and how does that inform your musical practice? Like knowing rhythms, knowing patterns, knowing what you might want as a musician. I know you have to also work with producers. So talk about a little bit of your process as an artist and a musician.
Okay. So my process as an artist and musician, you want to know how I got started playing the drums?
I want to know about those
Is that
drums,
what?
sure. And then yes,
Okay.
and then the hip hop emceeing, but you also sing. So tell us a little bit about all the things you've gotten into and how you got there.
Yeah. So everything started in church. To be honest, the drums started in church. I just used to always beat on
Did
things
anybody ever
at my
tell you?
mom's house.
I was going to
Huh?
ask, did anybody ever say you can't play the drums?
Of course. Everybody always gonna doubt you, but I couldn't though. I was bad. Like I was beating on pots and walls in my mom's house, and I got kind of tired of being smacked every time I was beating on her walls. And she'd just say, "Stop beating on my walls. You're not paying nothing around here." So, I kind of channeled that energy into going to church. Every time they would the janitor came in, I would just ask the pastor, like, "Hey, can I come in and practice?" And that was me every day, just on there, like listening to the music that they play. So I played one time at their devotion, and they were looking back like, "What is she doing?" Like I was so terrible. So that gave me motivation to keep practicing. Anytime anybody tells me no, or you can't do it, or yeah, right, I don't think that's really feasible, that just fuels my fire. I love it. I love when people tell me that, because it's so far I've beat the statistics, already. So I don't know. With the rapping, I started rapping at a summer camp. I made a rap because I seen Bow Wow on TV, and I'm like, maybe I can do the same thing. He had his little braids. So I tried it, and it was history. I performed it in front of a summer camp, and they went crazy, like I just won the sixth ring or something.
How old were you?
So I was 11 years old. So I'm like, man, you know what? Maybe I can do something with the rapping. So I started doing that. The singing, I did not come into it. Even though I was singing at church, I was doing solos. I didn't come into it recording until I went to college, and and it kind of came out that way. I was discouraged, and I went to another engineer. And sometimes it's all about the people that you work with too. Like you think you can't do something, you get the right team, and you just catapult to another level. And I'm just, thankful that God placed the people in my life that He did. So I think everything just came around full circle with that.
That's amazing. I want to play a little bit of your song Lightning, okay?
Sure.
Like a billion jewels running through me. I can feel the energy coming through me. It's a feeling, won't fade away. It's real, what they gon' say. I just wanna get away from everything. A whole new energy, secret identity. I say my best days to my life. I've been dying, and I can't hide it. Touch me up like lightning. Hurts sometimes, but I like it. Break through all this silence. Touch me up like lightning.
It's new for now. How you doing?
That's hot. That's hot.
That's that West
Yeah, I
Side
want
pop.
to shout out
Yes.
to everybody in here. I want to give a shout out to everybody in here watching who came through to see me. That song is new. It's unreleased actually.
Oh, wow.
Wow,
So
thank you for that.
that was a Together Network crucial conversation,
Premiere.
connections, exclusive.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, we might have some folk out there in the audience that might want to get in on this question thing. I wonder if anybody's ready to step up, be moved up to come in and say some words to this fabulous artist we got right here. In the meantime, you know, that drum thing is something. We're gonna have to get on that drum thing. You know, people don't know, but I'm a killer. I should say so. I got a little guitar thing going on, girl. Straight up out that
I would
church.
love
So,
it.
you know, we'll figure it out. All right, I'll get in touch. That'd be great.
I would love it. Thank
I
you.
think all Black people supposed to have drums so that we can beat them when it's time to do what we got to do. And I think the time is right now. You feel me? You heard?
Right now.
I hear you.
Mhm.
Awesome. Well,
Yeah.
we had a little bit of somebody that just said that they had not heard that song and they can't wait to get it. And so, Bianca, just tell us how people can find you and and where can they get your music?
Of course, my music is everywhere: Apple, Spotify, SoundCloud, Audio Mac. I also have a link in my bio. You can also go to biancashaw.com. That's BIANCASHAW.com. So also follow me on Instagram at Bianca Shaw Music. I talk to everybody, so inbox me if you had a question you didn't get a chance to ask me. And I really appreciate you guys for taking the time out to talk to me.
Absolutely. And really quick before you go, Bianca, just a quick fire. Can you just give us 3 people that inspire you? We have that question coming in from Facebook, from our friend Darby.
Yeah, Portia Shaw, Missy Elliott, Eminem.
Hey.
First one's
Yeah,
my mama.
baby. Yeah, baby.
Thank you, Susie.
So glad to have you. Such a beautiful thing.